Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Since it's been announced that Ruby Rose will be playing the titular character in the CW series Batwoman, I thought about looking at the DC superheroine. But let's start off with the most obvious fact. Batwoman is mainly known as the first openly gay superheroine in DC Comics. I do not look forward to the comment section for this video. And that is the first fact about Batwoman. Let's dive in. Batwoman debuted in Detective Comics number 233 in 1956. The first Batwoman was called Kathy Kane. This character was a circus trapeze artist because for the first 40 years they couldn't come up with any sidekick for Batman unless they're a trapeze artist. She was infatuated with Batman and donned a costume to upstage him by capturing crooks in a way to impress him. However, the official Batwoman didn't debut until 52 number 7 in 2006. This version is called Kate Kane. So Kathy Kane and Kate Kane are two different characters. They made it almost the same name, not to confuse things, but made it more confusing.
She has similar skills to Batman. She's a trained gymnast, advanced hand-to-hand combatant, investigation skills mainly in forensic science, law, behavioral science, criminology, interrogation, intimidation, military protocol, and computer hacking. Her stealth skills are considered as good as Batman. She's so good that she was able to sneak up on Supergirl, who, despite her advanced hearing, didn't notice her. Her main weakness is being stabbed in the heart. I assumed that was a weakness for everyone. But seriously, she was stabbed in the heart by Bruno Mannheim. Despite therapy and healthy recovery, scarring remains, which makes her not as fast as she used to be.
She always found Batman inspirational because he stood up to the criminals that the police refused to arrest. When Batman took a year off to retrain, it inspired Kane to become Batwoman.
Also, if that sounds like something that'll tickle your fancy, check out that story, 52, which is a 52-issue story. Each comic was released per week. It shows how all the superheroes of Earth dealt with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman taking a sabbatical for a year, and introduces Batwoman. It also gives a summary of the entire DC universe, and each issue gives a summary of a superhero. So if you're a fan of Batwoman, definitely check it out. You can easily buy it on Amazon.
Kane was in the US Military Academy, and she was a Green Beret. She has a tattoo of a Green Beret on her right arm, which she got while serving time with the army. She also has a tattoo of a nautical star on her back. This tattoo was common with lesbians during the 1940s to indicate their sexuality in a discreet manner.
While in the military, she was caught having a relationship with a woman called Sophie Moore. This forced Kate to come out, and she was expelled under the don't ask, don't tell policy. She used to go out with Renee Montoya, a detective of Gotham. She appeared throughout the cartoon Batman the Animated Series, and went on to become the superheroine The Question. When Batman died for a while, don't worry, he got better. Batwoman joined a group called The Network, which is a group of heroes that would keep order in Gotham in Batman's absence. Her nickname is Candy, which is a reference to her surname, so her friends call her Candy Kane.
The Kane family merged their company Kane Chemical with Wayne Industries. She is Jewish and celebrates Hanukkah with her family every year. And finally, let's look at Batwoman's most infamous moment. Because she's gay, you can safely assume there's some controversy about her sexuality. And there was, but not in the way you would think. Batwoman was supposed to have a wedding with her love, Maggie Sawyer. Even though same-sex marriage was legal when this story was written, DC Comics didn't allow Batwoman to get married. Their official reason is heroes shouldn't have happy personal lives. An example of this in 2006 and 7, Spider-Man and Mary Jane, who were married, had the universe rewritten so they weren't married because the writers didn't like how a teenage superhero grew up to have a wife. He's like, no, people won't relate to him, and if he's married and happy, he needs to be miserable. And people hated that decision so much that's considered to be the worst Spider-Man story ever. And some people have never read Spider-Man ever since. It was that bad. So that's not true. People don't want to read stories where they're just miserable. We're okay with them having happy lives. And DC must have known that this would backfire because you saw it happen with Marvel and Spider-Man. So people think that this heroes shouldn't have happy personal lives excuse is simply a cover, which is why many readers saw this as an attack on the gay community. In fact, the writers were so furious that they resigned. It also didn't help that DC hired the gay-bashing author Orson Scott Card, best known for writing Ender's Game, to write a Superman story that very same year. And to make this even more frustrating, the Marvel superhero Northstar became the first superhero ever to have a same-sex marriage in a comic that same year. In fact, it was the first same-sex marriage of any person in a mainstream comic. So the honor of being the first comic book character ever to have a same-sex marriage should have gone to Batwoman months before Northstar, but the writers chickened out at the last minute. I hate to sound like I'm politicizing this because we're talking about comic books at the end of the day, but I kind of have to because while I was editing this video, I found out that Ruby Rose has deleted her Twitter account due to the abuse she's received for playing a gay character, and that is sadly not going to stop all the way up until this show debuts. Also, if you want me to do a video about Northstar or any of his team, Alpha Flight, let me know and I'll upload a video as soon as possible. To learn more facts, check out my books on Amazon. They're available on paperback and Kindle. Thanks for watching. See you again.